Nicholas. Oh my goodness, here we are. You gave me the best day of my life 825 days ago when you got down on one knee. We spent so much time counting down to this day, and I can't believe it's finally here. How do you explain it when you find someone who you've been waiting for your whole life? Do you call it fate? It feels lazy to call it fate. It's more like finding your way home, where home is a place you secretly hoped for, a place you imagined, but where you've never been before. In my heart, I believe we're going to leave here today and face a journey together that's full of hills, valleys, peaks, and canyons. Sometimes you're going to need me to hold your hand on the hills, and sometimes I'll need you to lead me up the mountain. But everything from this point forward, we're going to face together. You balance me in a way that no one possibly can. Today begins the beginning of our forever, and I'm so excited for the rest of our life together. I'm excited not to just succeed, but to fail with you. Success is easy, it's failure that's hard to get through. And during failure is when you need the strongest people by your side. And you are my top draft pick every time. Nick, you're my home, you're my sun, my stars, my everything to me. My absolute favorite person on this planet, the one I want to grow old with, and I can't wait to say I do. I love you forever and always.
When I said to my mom before that date, "This is my dream girl," while running candles and cookies up to the roof, I wasn't kidding. That was, until we got engaged, the best day of my life. I had a feeling about you then, and that still remains today. I know we'll go through some storms, some choppy waters. I know that every marriage has its ups and downs. I promise to love you just as much when you're hungry as when you finish the meal at the melting pot. I promise to love you just as much when you're in sweatpants and a sweatshirt as when you're dressed up for a date night. I promise to love you as much when you're cranky as when you're lovey. I promise to love you just as much when you're stressed and irritable as when you're joyful and smiling. I promise to love you just as much through the good as through the bad. We will manage these storms as one. I want to now take a second to tell you how completely in love with you I still am. Even after 6 years, I still get butterflies when I see you after a long day at work. I still anxiously await your "good morning, bub" text after I text you when I arrive to work. I still frantically walk around the grocery store when you go looking off for something. I still don't feel at home unless you're there with me. You are my best friend. To end this, I would like to say I promise to always love you and always like you. Thank you for being you, and I can't wait to do this life together.
Cheers, baby. Happy wedding day.
We've all come here today to celebrate the love of Nick and Macie. Nick and Macie have chosen each one of you to be here today, as they are so happy to share this moment with the ones who are closest to them. You've watched them grow up, you went to school with them, or you've had the distinct pleasure of working with them. Because you are the ones who have supported them and known them so well, it only made sense for all of you to be here to help celebrate this special day. Nick, do you take Macie to be your lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death do you part?
I do.
Macie, you take this ring and repeat after me. With this ring,
you
are blood of my blood,
you are blood of my blood,
and bone of my bone.
and bone of my bone.
I give you my body,
I give you my body,
that we two might be one.
that we two might be one.
I give you my spirit,
I give you my spirit,
till our life shall be done.
till our lives shall be done.
Because you've become my home. Because you've become my home. You've become my home. You've become my home.
Nick and Macie, in the sight of God, Mooney, and these witnesses, it is my joy and privilege to declare you as husband and wife. Nick, you may kiss your bride.
I remember the very first time I saw crystal clear evidence of May and Nick's love. It was a collage Macie brought home. The two of them were at the tennis courts, and May was decked out in all of Nick's Endicott tennis studs. I remember looking at that collage and thinking, oh boy, Macie's hooked. And honestly, thank goodness. May, you are one in a million. I am so proud of the woman you are and continue to become. Your independence, perseverance, and remarkable personality radiates for all to see. Watching you grow through stages of your life has been one of my absolute favorite joys. I love you so deep in my toes. Nick, you are the definition of a sweet soul. You are considerate, empathetic, and caring. You are also witty, fiery, outspoken, and rambunctious. I cannot formulate a better companion for my sister. I love you more than you love the Eagles. I want to thank everyone for being here today to celebrate my little sister and her soulmate, sweet, sweet Nicholas.
A little more about Nick. For those of you who don't know him, he is unapologetically himself. He consumes more Eagles content in a year than any other fan does in a lifetime. He's impeccable chipping out of a virtual reality sand bunker, and he has this sense of humor that's really hard to capture in words. He said, "This relationship is my life." Wouldn't be able to get out of bed a lot of the mornings with this battle with anxiety without Macie. There's no one he'd rather share the brighter days with. He couldn't imagine his life without her, and at this point, I don't think any of us could either. So cheers to Nick and Macie. Thank you, guys.
There are two other people that are a huge part of May's life that helped her become the strong, independent person that she is today. Sandy, you and Ray are wonderful grandparents. Thank you. May, Nick, I see the way that you are together, and I believe that you were meant to be together. We are so excited about your future you are building together. So I'd like to do a toast to Nicholas and May. May they have many wonderful years together. We love you both. Cheers.